Hello, today this video will go over how to improve your game's frame rate and also improve image clarity. One big thing to note, this video mostly revolves around SSAA, DLSS, and FSR. If your GPU doesn't support these features, you're kind of out of luck, as well as SSAA. If you weren't using it previously, then these won't improve your frame rate, but they will improve image clarity. So here the frame rates I recorded. FSR with no SSAA is a monstrous improvement at 225 FPS average and a minimum of 199. Of course, this will depend on the map and vehicles you're playing with, but at the end of the day, this is about what I was getting. That is a negative 44% in average FPS going to TA with SSAA, down to 99 and a minimum of 82. It is ginormous. Why is it like this? Well, SSAA is essentially rendering the game at 4 times the resolution and then bringing it back down. So if you're playing at 1080p, you're essentially rendering the game at 4K, because it's essentially rendering the game at a much higher resolution and then cramming it down to 1080p, which is why it has such high clarity, but also why it's so demanding on hardware, because you're rendering the game at 4K. You might as well have a 4K monitor and play the game at that resolution. As stated previously, FSR 3.1 as well as DLSS 3 are both supported quite well in War Thunder. FSR supports more GPUs. It supports 20 series NVIDIA graphics cards and up, as well as AMD GPUs from the 5000 series and up. DLSS, of course, is NVIDIA only, so it only supports 2000 series GPUs and up, but it may have slight improvements, or it may be about the same, honestly, in game. For Intel GPU users, I definitely recommend using XeSS. I don't know how good that's going to be, but in theory, most of these AI upscaling techniques should all end up looking pretty similar in their current versions. If you have things like FSR 4 available or DLSS 4, definitely use that instead. But for older GPUs, at least FSR 3.1 and 3, or DLSS 3, support more GPUs on average. Hopefully using one of these upscaling technologies helps improve your frame rate while also increasing your game fidelity. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.